Please just the
You get
one.
4 plus your number of languages, 2. So you get 6.
Wow.
And you burned through 3.
Choose long sword, short sword, and two hands.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
There's also a two-handed weapon fighting style where you like if you make attacks with a two-handed weapon, it's a little bit faster, and a one-handed weapon fighting style where if you don't have a shield or a other weapon in your offhand, you get bonuses to your AC, and that's pretty much all the fighting styles.
I think I'll take that horse one. That sounds pretty cool.
Okay, so horseback. Uh, Mounted archery thingy. Mounted archery. Did you also want to get the two weapon fighting?
Yeah.
All right, that gives you one more to do whatever you want with. You can get another weapon. You could get a bow, so you could actually use a bow from horseback. You could
Yes.
bow.
Bow from horseback. That sounds cool.
Awesome. Cool. And let's also fill out your non-weapon proficiencies. And let me give you yet another link. We won't need this many links in actual play, but setting it up we do. Um, how do I copy this link? I don't know how to do this. This is the devil. How do I... All right. I don't know how to copy these links because they're using iframes, and iframes are ridiculous. But this is a
What
link to a
year is it?
website. On the left-hand column, you're going to want to go to Player's Handbook,
Okay.
and then Chapter 5,
Proficiencies.
and then the last folder in there, the non-weapon proficiencies 2. And then you want to go to table 37.
Favorite table. Okay.
That
And
work?
how many of these? Yeah, it works.
You
How many
get
of these?
3 of these out of the general or out of the warrior groups. Or 3 slots to spend out of the general or
Hmm.
warrior groups.
And it's +1 to the slot if I want to take one out of the other one.
Yep,
I only
head of the
get
game.
3.
Like always, knowing all the rules.
I'd like to know the rules.
Yeah. Well, it also helps that when we played, you were the more sober person in the group.
Hmm.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Okay. Do I want to know how to read?
That's a good question because that's not in warrior or
That's
general.
not in there. I think it'd be more hilarious if I didn't know how to read.
Good, good, good.
And see you scheming behind those eyes.
Hmm. I've got all sorts of schemy planny thingies.
Hmm. I could be really good at running. That'd be kind of cool.
Uh-huh.
I will take. It would
You...
probably be a good idea if I knew how to ride. So since I took the
Yes.
horse thing, I'll take that. Riding land based, although airborne sounds really cool, but I don't know
Ultimately,
when I'll be able to take that.
yeah, not super useful.
No, no, no.
Okay, writing land-based. What else do you want?
About tracking. I'll take tracking. That's 2 slots.
Okay.
So horseback riding and tracking.
Tracking will key off of your perception score.
Is that perception? Oh,
Yeah,
that's. Oh, yeah, that
because we don't
is.
have
That's because it
perception. It
is.
didn't have it in the books. And also, non-rangers get a pretty hefty tracking penalty. So your
Mm,
tracking check would literally be a d20 plus 0 before modifiers for like weather and footprints and time and stuff.
yeah. Okay, so not bad.
Are you sure? You could be the worst tracker in the entire world. The absolute worst tracker ever. It would be pretty terribly fantastic.
I have a 6 for perception. But doesn't the proficiency assume some sort of like proficiency in it?
Yeah. So it means you know what you're supposed to be looking for and stuff,
But I can never find it.
but yeah, so you know what you're supposed to be doing. You just can't, you know. I don't know if you're how your sixth perception takes the form of. I don't know if you're like, you need glasses and your hearing's not so good, or if you just have like ADD and you're bouncing around and like don't pay attention. I don't know how your sixth perception takes form, but
We'll figure it out.
okay. What else
Uh,
would you like to do instead?
hmm, we'll take gaming. That sounds kind of fun.
Excellent.
And navigation. So
All
at least I
right.
can find where I am. Horseback riding, gaming, navigation. Horseback riding. Okay.
What's that? I don't have my proper overlays up, but Razzle donated $5 and said heart. We don't do donations for displays for what do you call these things? Dungeons and Dragons streams, Razzle. You should know that, but thank you. I don't even know why I had that window open until you let me know. But awesome. All right, you got your stuff all figured out?
Yeah.
Awesome. So let's go back to the first page and fill out your weapon stuff. We've got a longsword with a plus one to hit for being an elf and +1 to hit for being specialized. So +2 to hit and
Special.
+2 to damage for being specialized and +1 to damage for being buff. So +2 to hit, +3 to damage, and the damage is D8/D12. The size is medium. The weight is 4. The type is slashing, and the speed is 5.
That's pretty fast.
Yeah, the short sword in your offhand is going to be -2 +1, so +1 to hit, +1 to damage. I'm sorry, -1 to hit,
Dang it.
+1 to damage. D6/D8 for damages. Don't try and sneak that stuff by me.
You're the one that said it. Oh, how much was it the damage?
D6/D8.
And there's no penalty or plus the damage for that one?
+1 to damage for your strength, for your burly man strength.
Yes. All right.
Size is small, weight is 3, type is piercing, speed is 3. And long bow is going to be +1 to hit, +0 to damage. But if you find someone who will build you a specialty longbow that can take advantage of your strength, you can get a +1 to damage with that as well. But it's like its own sub thing to go find a
Whole another quest.
Yeah. Damage is D6. I'm sorry, D8/D8. Range is 50, 100, and 170 yards. Size is L. Weight is 3. Type is piercing. Speed is 8. I think I've been telling you guys for the past few years that speed is 7 on longbows, but in actuality, speed is 8 on longbows. I've been lying to you guys unjustly.
What else have you been lying about, Neil?
My name's not Neil. That's been a lie this whole time.
My whole life is a lie.
We'll get to the truth another day. You need to roll some hit points over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's going to be a D10 for HP, but you have to roll at least a 5. Ooh, very nice. Loving the 9 HP. You have the most HP of anyone in the party right now.
Hooray!
Your basic armor class is 10, and we need to figure out what sort of armor you want. Now the question is, what sort of... We're going to have to buy your gear, and a longbow can get kind of pricey. So maybe we should roll for your money to see what stuff you can afford in terms of armor.
Okay.
So give me 5d4, and then multiply that total by 10, and that is how much you have in terms of monies. Very nice.
130.
Okay, so a longbow costs 75 gold. It's nice and pricey.
Okay.
75. A long sword costs 15. A short sword costs 10. And that's all the gear that you have now. How much gold is that at the end?
100. So I have 30 left.
Okay, awesome. In terms of armor, what can you afford for armor? Of course, if you want to unbuy things or, plan on buying things later or stealing them later or something like that, that can be done too. So we can get you some studded leather armor, which would give you AC 13. That's pretty much all you can afford now. You can buy better armor later, or you can put back some weapons and then buy armor now and buy weapons later, or however you want to do it.
How much does it cost, the studded leather?
It costs 20 gold pieces.
20, so I have 10 left. Theoretically. All right.
Are you... Let's see, let's bounce around a little bit. Let's go back to the top of the character sheet. Hairs, eyes, size, sex, appearance, age, alignment, character name, all these fun things.
Okay. Character name is Manuel Alonso Cortez. My friends call me Mac.
Okay. Is that Mac with a C or Mac with a Q?
Let's see.
Okay.
Okay, race is elf, straight up. Later. Here, good brown. And short hair. Eyes will be green eyes.
Okay.
Size. How big are elves?
They're usually just a little bit shorter than humans, you know.
Hmm.
And in terms of body weight ratios, they also tend to be a little bit lighter for the same height. There's kind of these, you know,
They're light on their feet.
yeah. Unless you want to be
Um,
Eric and play the anorexic elf.
it's 5'6". Would that be a good
Yeah, that's
thing?
perfect. It's right in there.
Inches. Oops. Um, 5'6", maybe like 140. Is that
I don't know. 5'6". Did you say 140?
140? Is that too
That seems a
like
little heavy.
a little heavy for
Yeah.
120? You think?
Sure.
All right,
Yeah, that's about
good enough
right.
for me. And male.
Yes.
Okay. Appearance is studded leather armor, and long short sword, long sword. What age? How old are usually when they come to maturity?
Somewhere in the early hundreds.
918. Handedness, very right.
Okay. What else do we need to do? I think the only thing left to do is fill out your equipment and then pick your languages. Because we already like bought your stuff, but we just need to put
Right.
its weight and everything. So longsword, 4 pound. So I think your longsword is 4 pounds, your short sword is 3 pounds, your longbow is 3 pounds, your studded leather weighs 25 pounds. What else do you have? Is there anything else? Oh, clothes and backpack. Those weigh 5 pounds total.
Okay. And languages?
Well, you can speak two.
Two.
You got to speak common.
Common, and probably I should probably be able to speak Elvish too.
Maybe, unless you want your character to be some sort of like grew up without any elves around and now doesn't speak the elven language and has been an outcast from society. Or you could speak elven. Or you could speak elven makes sense. Elven makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going with common and elven.
Common and elven. Okay. And I think we're any other equipment that you want?
Um, how much is just a dagger? So
Dagger is one
regular
gold.
regular dagger. I'll get one of those.
All right, let's also add that to your weapon table up top. No bonus to hit, but you get a +1 for damage. Damage is D4/D3. The range is 10, 20, 30 yards. Size is small, weight is 1, type is piercing, speed is 2.
Um, rope.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Someone in the party is actually buying equipment and gear. Where's rope?
Always thinking ahead.
Silk rope costs 10 gold and weighs 8 pounds. Hemp rope costs 1 gold and weighs 20 pounds.
Uh, hemp rope. I can't afford the silken variety.
Nope, you're off by the price of a dagger.
A gold.
Yep. So that's 50 feet of hemp rope. And
One
weighs 20 pounds. Very heavy. Anything else?
I think that'll be it. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Awesome. All right, so if you want to send me your character sheet via the emails, that would be super fantastic. And I'm adding you to our Skype group, filled with all sorts of other people. So if there's any group announcements or whatnot, we'll put it there, and emails and stuff. And that's kind of generally where we will congregate before we play.
Cool.
I think our playtime is set at 10 a.m. Pacific time right now. But if that doesn't work, if you need a little bit later or you need a little bit earlier, let me know, and we'll all work it out together and find a good playtime. But 10 seems
that'll
solid.
work.
Okay.
Should work.
Great. Is there anything else you think you need or want?
No, I think I'm good.
All right.
Got all my stuff. Got all my stats. Looking good. Looking forward to this campaign.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Well then, we will see you the week after this. I think that's commonly called next week.
In some languages, yes.
Yes, yes. At least in Vietnamese, it's called in Vietnamese English, it's called next week. So
I think that it's like that regular English too.
Oh, okay, good. I've been gone so long that I don't remember.
Yeah, kind of out of the world bit. So.
Yeah. Great.
All right.
Well, see you later, and see you guys later on stream. Bye bye.